So things got pretty heated in the UFC 328 press conference between Sean Strickland and, excuse me, Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland facing off in New Jersey. Um, they had a little bit of a last second press conference. Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Van were sitting literally right next to Dana, Sean Strickland, Khamzat Chimaev on the outside, surrounded by security guards everywhere. Uh, Turns out during the face-off, Khamzat Chimaev kicked Sean Strickland. Most people are saying it's an oblique shot. Dana White's saying it's a nut shot. I'm saying it's an oblique kick. You know, you guys get your own facts. And MMA Guru came out with a very good meme of how nobody asked Tatsuro Taira or Joshua Van anything other than one question each. And for about 28 to 30 minutes, Khamzat Chimaev was just yelling the entirety of the press conference. It was entertaining, for sure. But I was definitely not, very intrigued with what he had to say. Question for Sean Strickland, Khamzat Chimaev, blah, blah, you poor, you cry, ask Eric. Eric Anders, I believe he's either referencing Eric Anders, the person that they used to train with, prior to them splitting up, or the coach, Eric. But basically just talking about the sparring session you had. Your daddy remember you poor, you cry, you scared guy, blah, blah, blah. Ask Eric, you poor, you cry, you bitch, you cry. He was basically saying that the entirety of the fight. It started off with just Sean Strickland going off for a tiny bit, talking about how he retired just because Khamzat retired just because he had COVID. He had a little bit of the sniffles. Sean Strickland, coming off of a motorcycle accident, never retired, never backed down, went straight into another fight. We'll get to that in a second. And then from there, Khamzat Chimaev just took it very personal. Was talking about how his dad was his only quote-unquote friend at the time. For those of you that don't know, very dark past. Look into it yourselves. But he just started laying into him, started talking about, and Sean Strickland took a page out of my book, started talking about how Khamzat has ties with Kadyrov. That could have been a massive thing if Sean Strickland was able to get a sentence out, until Khamzat Chimaev just spent more and more time just saying the same things. And I mean, it worked. It worked. But it was just, ugh. Like, it was great for the first 2 minutes, but then after that, it started feeling like Marab was starting to come out of nowhere for the press conference. And of course, Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Van just got asked one question. But the big thing about this is what happened during the face-offs. Now, things get heated the entirety of the time. They get pulled away. First off, incredible lighting for this place. I gotta be honest. Look at that. Look at that bald head right there. Look at that. Oh my god. It's a bald fest on the face-off. I love it. They get really into it. They get really tense. And there goes the oblique kick. Now, I stop it right at the point of contact. That looked like that hit straight on the knee. And it hit flush. For sure. It wobbled his knee. Now, like I said before, Sean Strickland did suffer a motorcycle accident. And in that process of him rehabilitating his leg, he had to take out a portion of his thigh. That's why he can't, pop back the same way with his lead leg. And so I think Khamzat Chimaev was deliberately throwing that oblique kick to try to disable Sean Strickland before the fight even started. I think he knew about it while they were training together, and he's using this before the fight. I don't think it's going to change much. I think Khamzat's going to dominate and lay and pray for 5 rounds. But it's a sleazy move, and I hate it. Everybody's wanting Sean Strickland to win now, but, I mean, we all know how it's going to go. Let's be real. So I just wanted to put a little bit of a video out here, just kind of talking about this. This is absolutely wild. This is not the UFC press conference I wanted to see. I didn't want to see violence out of this. I just wanted to see a bunch of talking, which there was, and I loved it. But other than that, I guess I'll catch you guys probably on the breakdown of the postcard, maybe? I don't know. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.